Hi everyone, it's Lynn, and today I'm going to show you a really cute candy corn shelf sitter. So I started by gluing 6 corks together. And if you notice, these corks do have one side that's wider than the other, and I made sure to keep them all going the same way. When I got done with those 6 corks, I did my next row of 5 corks, and I did put glue on the bottom set of corks, and I also put glue on the previous cork. So in other words, I glued them to the bottom row, but I also glued them to each other. And I just went up from there. So the next row had 5. Well, this row has 5, and then the next row had 4, 3, 2, and 1. And also, I don't know if you can notice that it kind of does have a little bit of a curve to it. And that is because, like I said in the beginning, one side is wider than the other. So it is going to make the back end a little bit wider than the front end. But you want to keep them all going the same way because you don't want the circles in the front to be different sizes. So this is what it looks like now. And you could make this into a Christmas tree as well if you just paint it green. But like I said, I'm making it into a candy corn. So what I did was took some acrylic paint and I painted the bottom 2 rows like a yellowish gold color. And then I did the second 2 rows kind of like a very dark rusty orangey color. And then I did the top 2 rows white. And I did do the sides of all these corks, each row, obviously that particular color. And I did the back as well. And I did only give each row 1 coat. And then I built a much smaller one using just 3 corks at the bottom and moving up to 2 and then 1. And then obviously painted it the same way I painted the larger one. So you can make these whatever size you want, depending on how many corks you have. Next, I made a couple bows, just simple bows using raffia and twine. I did choose the twine one, but I want to know in the comments what you think. Do you like the raffia one better? And I just glued them right to the project. And then I glued a little button in the center of each one. And then as an afterthought, I did go in with a piece of sandpaper and rough the project up a little bit. I wanted it to look a little bit older and a little bit more antique. And I really do love the way that these turned out. And I really hope you like them too, and I hope you give this one a try. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.